It's time for a new evolution in raising golfers, one that doesn't involve headaches, tears, or heading down the path of unknown. Whether you're trying to introduce children to the game of golf, help them play competitively, or play at a collegiate level, you're in the right place. This show is for any parent, player, or coach who wants to build a better team at home and on the golf course. This is the Raising Golfers Podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Raising Golfers Podcast. I am your host, Travis Hauser, PGA professional here in Carlsbad, California. This is episode 78 of the Raising Golfers Podcast. It's going to be a short episode of me just talking about a couple things that I think about regularly and thought I would share here on the podcast. And something that I'm always trying to get better at as a coach and as a parent is just trying to better understand how children learn and how they develop. And I found a couple of interesting resources, and then I try to use those resources to see, okay, how does that align with my experiences with whether it's coaching or parenting, and see which ones kind of match up the best. So, I think what I've found is understanding how children learn and develop. I think some of the most important things are their experiences, the environments, and the cultures. I think those are really the defining influences on their learning and their development. So as coaches or as parents, we need to listen and learn about each and every player or each and every child of ours and how their experiences impact them. And of course, we want to be leaning more towards the positive experiences for them as much as possible. So I think there's a variety of things that can, influence these things and a variety of things to how we can enhance those experiences. For the Raising Golfers Golf Academy, we've got this slogan that says developing lifelong experiences through golf. And that's what I always think about first. If there's ever an issue, I would approach a parent and I would say, is this making the experience for them less positive or not? And I think those are things that we have to constantly think about, whether you're a coach or a parent. So, I think putting that more at the forefront, way ahead of results and outcomes, I think we have to put the experiences and then think about, okay, so how do we build this environment and culture around that so that the experiences stay positive and this is going to help them develop and learn. So for me, some lists of, positive experiences, I would say number one that comes to my mind is group classes or group coaching. So having your children in a group class or that type of setting. And I guess that would also link in with environment too. And I think it's just important because those experiences they have, they've got competition, they've got games, they got activities, they got camaraderie. There's so many things that go into that I think it kind of clicks with them, and it creates this experience where they're learning so much more than just the game of golf and those experiences. They're learning about things in life, and they're learning about, winning, losing, the ups and downs, the mental side of things, their emotions, experimenting, exploring, all kinds of things. And I think the group classes really helps, influence a positive experience to help with the development. Other things that if you're not already doing or haven't thought about, get the PGA Junior League matches. So the PGA Junior League is basically almost like Little League Baseball, but for golf. They're in this team environment where they're playing a two-person scramble format, and it takes a lot of pressure off of the children that, as golf is usually an individual sport, they now don't have to have so much pressure that every single shot counts. Because if one hole they hit a shot that's not as good as their partner, well, they can take their partner's shot, and it takes a lot of pressure off of them. I've been involved in the PGA Junior League since the beginning of my golf career. It's a wonderful, wonderful program, and I would encourage you to look for a golf course near you that offers a program if you haven't already signed up. We've got the 9-hole challenges for the Operation 36 program. I would say that definitely helps create a positive experience. Now, don't get me wrong, there are times where the children may not shoot a score that meets their expectations. However, I think deep down they go home and say, hey, I want to do that again. And that's the feedback I've gotten from the children. That's the feedback I've gotten from parents in my program. And that's just what I see. You could also enhance their experiences through tournaments. I think the right way of introducing tournaments or having tournaments in the Junior Golfers Play, it was put together nicely from one of the parents in our junior golf program. And she said, we're trying to sprinkle these tournaments onto our child, not go full in and too heavy. And I think that's great advice, and it's a great way to think of it.
And now let's hear a message from our show sponsor. Hey guys, this last spring I teamed up with Operation 36 here at our facility in Carlsbad, California, and it has completely changed my way of coaching and service to my customers. Operation 36 is a developmental golf program designed to take beginners from playing their first round to being able to shoot par or better for 9 holes. So here's how it works. Participants attend weekly 1-hour classes and work through a 6-level curriculum. They then play in 9-hole events once or twice a month with a common goal to shoot 36 or better from different distances. And using the Operation 36 app, coaches can plan programs, communicate with families, and track students' progress. It's really, really cool. If you're a parent listening, search for a program near you on their website at operation36.golf/juniors. And coaches, if you'd like to start a program at your facility, go to the same website, operation36.golf/coaches. Other things, just doing mini golf or playing new golf courses or playing in a new format, whether you've never played a scramble format, or go and play best ball or alternate shot. And then just having vacations and traveling and going to new places and involving golf. I think those experiences really tie down and kind of add to the complete immersion and just fun, positive experiences that children will always look back on and have so many fond memories. Some of my most fond memories are of me growing up on the golf course with all my friends there, being out on the course, exploring, hitting shots, practicing together, and then being able on my vacations with my family to always take my clubs and go and explore and play new courses. And I just thought that was just the coolest thing in the whole world. Now, the environment's also very positive. I think the most important thing, though, for the environment would be that we're in a safe place, we're having fun, it's exciting, it's active. And I think that kind of ties back to those group classes where, again, it's just going to help with the children's development, because there's just so many things in there that as a parent or as a coach, sometimes we can't define or quantify by just our voice and what we say. There are things within the environment itself that helps boost the development of children. And I think having them be around their peers and other children is a very positive thing. And, also the environment just at home, right, is, whether you're watching golf on TV or practicing with foam balls in the living room or playing out alongside with your parents, making your own games or artwork or school projects, whatever it may be, I think, kind of building up this whole golf world and environment to an extent where it's not overload, it really, really, really does help with their development long term. Now, play is going to be the last thing I'm going to leave you with. And Kate Tempesta from Birdie Basics came on. She said, play is serious business. And also play, I believe it also helps children relax. I think it lets them, if they've had a rough day, kind of let off some steam. They get to develop social skills and concentration and cooperation, and encourages the development of their imagination. They can be very creative when they're playing these activities and games. And, with my mini golfers, we do a lot of imagination and story, and every class has a theme. And these things just kind of build up, and it really, really helps with the development. And play sometimes just seems like silly business, but it's not. It's serious business, and it's extremely important. So what I'd like for you to do after hearing me give this short example of experiences, the environment, kind of just think back about, how well is your junior golfer involved in these positive experiences and in that type of an environment, and what adjustments might you need to make so that we can keep the junior golfers in this game for the rest of our lives. We can play alongside them, and it allows them to develop not only as golfers but as humans. And I think it's going to help them really grow and learn and enjoy to love this game for the rest of their lives.
Thanks so much for tuning in to this short episode this week, and look forward to having you here back on the podcast next week.